This week we're in the northeast of England for the eagerly awaited clash between Newcastle United and Liverpool. Any hopes Kenny Dalglish's side may have of winning the league have all but evaporated after a dismal run that's seen them gain just 2 points and score just 2 goals in their last 6 games. But Liverpool have won their last 3 matches, a run that's lifted them into 4th place in the league. Today sees Liverpool old boy John Barnes against his former club for the first time since his move to Tyneside earlier this year. There's a strong Merseyside flavour to Newcastle today. Manager Kenny Dalglish and his assistant Terry McDermott both enjoyed great times at Anfield, as did Ian Rush, who holds the Liverpool goal-scoring record but has yet to score for Newcastle in the league this season. Rob Lee is back from injury. He captains United today. Roy Evans sticks with the same lineup that brushed Leeds aside on Boxing Day. David James retains his place in goal despite the arrival of new signing Brad Friedel. The American's work permit has come through, but he has to make do with a place on the bench. Let's join our match commentator, John Hill.
And we're underway now with Warren Barton there making his first contribution on his return to the side. Ball back to Shaka Hislop, who's held up a challenge from Shay Given. There had been a word that Given, the Republic of Ireland international goalkeeper, might be brought back in today. But Hislop's done nothing wrong, to be fair, and Kenny Dalglish keeps faith with him. And the first corner of the day, won by Liverpool out of Warren Barton. And Liverpool's confidence has certainly soared over the last couple of weeks since that 3-1 home defeat by Manchester United, where they've strung together some impressive results. And they're looking for a breakthrough immediately. To be Leonardson. He's time to assess the shot, and a thrilling tip over from Hislop. It was well struck by Leonardson, the Norwegian, who's got 3 goals since his move from Wimbledon in the summer. It sat down nicely for him, and it was a worthy try. The goalkeeper was in fact going the wrong way, so well played Hislop. And here comes Liverpool's second corner. Fowler's up for it, up by Batty. And there is the man everybody wants to see back in the black and white, and indeed in the white of England, in time for the World Cup finals. Alan Shearer, sadly missed by everybody this season. Forward now, Matteo. Harkness. That was directly onto Watson's head. Barnes can make little of it though. But he chases on now to win it, and John Barnes goes through the middle here. Might have to look for a spree, might go for goal himself, and does hit the shot in, which James will stop with some discomfort. But it was John Barnes hustling and winning the ball there who really set up the chance for himself. He kept looking to see which way Asprilla was going, and in the end decided to go for goal himself. Nil reward. Gillespie teasing, and the ball in is dangerous, out by McManaman. Nice back heel this time. Barnes, Lee, Gillespie. Newcastle really coming at Liverpool's throats. It's teed up here for the drive, and Robert Lee whiffs it just wide of that right-hand upright. And that was a tremendous effort from the man who's got a good goal-scoring record against Liverpool over the years, Robert Lee. And James responding with a fine stop. And, James, it certainly is up for this one. Certainly this is Newcastle's best spell of pressure in the game. Even though in there you see he's had to go back and help out. Free kick. What's that for, I think he says. Well, I think we could all see what it was for. McAteer, the offender. Can Newcastle capitalise on the situation, though? Up goes Pearce to join Asprilla and Watson in there, as well as Barnes in the penalty area. 4 Newcastle men in there, against 6 from Liverpool, though. but 3 lurking just outside. It's swung in, Aspria's in for it, and Newcastle score through Steve Watson. Well, the man who just loves scoring goals against Liverpool has got one on 60 minutes that was just what Newcastle ordered. Aspria went up for it first, but coming in behind him, Watson, with a punishing downward header wide of James and into that Liverpool net. And Steve Watson, who has twice before scored important goals for Newcastle against Liverpool, makes it a personal hat-trick. Harkness for Liverpool. Well, some exhilarating football. It's been quite breathless at times. This is why people love the English game. And Leonardson plays a decent-looking ball in, out to McManaman, who'll trick his way around and go for the goal, and might have a second dip, and this time it's over the top. Took a bit of a flyer there. All his own work, this one, McManaman, turning inside the first challenge, and then finally whisking it too high. Watson to Gillespie, then Batty, Gillespie again. It's an excellent challenge by Kavoma. Owen has played a good-looking ball into Fowler, who benefits from the ricochet. Here goes McManaman, and Steve McManaman, it's in! It went in off the inside of the upright and then back, maybe even off Hislop. But a Liverpool leveller coming in a flash on 31 minutes. It's Newcastle 1, Liverpool 1, and McManaman's got his 8th of the season. Owen had knocked it inside. Fowler got a benefit of one ricochet. McManaman didn't hang around, and it flew in off the inside of the upright. And that's a terrific strike from the England man. Hislop well beaten, and a classic McManaman goal. Beresford here, charging on and trying to get something on. It's played back to Barnes for Robert Lee. Smacked into the defender. Newcastle here, Aspria, and a really tepid header from Aspria, which nobody can quite believe the position he was in. Aspria certainly might well have given Newcastle a lead again there. And McManaman has made another thrilling incursion into that Newcastle defence. The ball's into McManaman! He's got another one! Oh, it's certainly his day. Set up by Owen and swept in clinically by Steve McManaman. Liverpool have turned it around, and 2 minutes from half-time they go into the lead. It's Owen who cuts it back in, and McManaman just blasts it past Hislop. Owen the provider and McManaman the executioner. Newcastle 1, Liverpool 2, and both goals to Steve McManaman. What are Newcastle going to do about this situation in which they find themselves behind again after a 6-match run which hasn't yielded a single win? They're certainly under pressure in front of their own fans, but they are attacking now, and it's here for Aspria! And the header directed straight at David James. Well, he's had 2 chances, the Colombian, now in this game, with straightforward headers, and he's not been able to make either of them count. Fowler has played it through here for Leonardson, and a fine save by Shaki Hislop. Leonardson going for the near post, and it required the save. Redknapp's corner, McManaman's header, and well, it's gone out for a throw-in. Now he can smile. Oh, that's not the best ball. It's gone directly to Gillespie. Can Newcastle get a second? Gillespie still showing his pace and kept out on the line, dramatically so, by Kavama. Gillespie looked a certain scorer here as he got into the area. He's got the pace to burn. Whoa, he whipped it past James, and Kavama on the line denies him dramatically. Well, what is it about the chemistry of Newcastle and Liverpool? It serves up matches like this every season for us. They're all around the goal here, and it's hooked out only as far as Batty. Well, it's 2-1 to Liverpool, but it could have been anything when you consider that Asprilla has squandered two really good chances with his head, and now Kavama's cleared one off the line from Gillespie. Asprilla, nice little touch on, and now Batty. He got the ball and knocked it up in his legs, but still managed to bring it free. And Gillespie will get into the area this time, and he goes for goal! And it's just across the face of that Liverpool goal, and out of play for the goal kick. Gillespie now has had two excellent openings in this half. It's Liverpool torn asunder this time, and he blasted a foot wide. The angle is going to be made difficult always by a big goalkeeper like David James. Well, that's agonising. Allowed to run through McManaman. He's 1 on 3 here, but this is so far been McManaman's day, and he's still here, and he tried to chip it through and gets a handball out of Stuart Pearce. Pearce furious. McManaman just lifting the ball up, and it did seem to strike Pearce. That's a bit of a harsh decision from Mr. Ashby. Redknapp and Fowler both there, and it's Fowler, and oh, it's a good try. He's not looked at his best, to be honest, today, Robbie Fowler, nor in recent weeks has he, but he curls this one. It just flicks off the top. Pistoni now. Everybody's up in that Liverpool half. A neat little back flick from Beresford. Didn't quite open the door for Robert Lee. But you can tell on McAteer's face there's a bit of strain showing in that Liverpool defence at the moment. I think Liverpool are probably going to make a substitution shortly. For the moment, it's Robert Lee. Oh, that would have been one of the goals of the season. A fabulous try. And a tip from the fingers of David James has come to Liverpool's rescue. What about this for a shot? That was a cracker. And Lee would have marked his return to action with one of the goals of the season without doubt. But via James's fingertips and the top of the crossbar, Liverpool survive. John Beresford's corner kick for them. Maybe their last chance. It's a bad one. And the referee looks at the watch. There will be a little bit of time to add on today, I would think. It's headed back in there again. It's out by the outstanding Kavama. Lee at full stretch, and then hacked away by Carragher. And Liverpool now do have time on their side, but lose possession. But that's it. They've done it to Liverpool. They've won at St James's Park for the first time in a decade, thanks to that man Steve McManaman with two excellent strikes in the first half, after Newcastle had gone ahead through Steve Watson. That was Watson's moment of glory, coming in the 16th minute. But then just after the half-hour mark, McManaman blasted in the equaliser, and he really was their star today. He started the move for the second, which was carried on by Michael Owen, and he was there to finish with a flourish as well. McManaman's day, Liverpool's day, and 3 points. So the final score at St James's Park is Newcastle United 1, Liverpool 2.